talking about the competition from the...
They want to publish the Food Network type chefs.
Yeah, because those people are in the limelight and they have...
I'm trying to do something different.
Yeah.
How do I deal with that mentality in the editors and the publishers?
Well, I think it's one of the very sad things of the publishing scene today that people are reaching the publishers for the cookbook that gets the enormous publicity because there's a show every week and all this hijinks and competition and that's what people are buying. It's one of the sad stories of publishing, but you know, it's the blockbuster that makes it, not the first lovely little literary novel. And the only thing I think is that perhaps getting to be better known and maybe having a blog that is, and I don't know enough about the whole blog world, but that is visited, you begin to become a name for somebody, and you help to build your own public personality that way. I think getting around, doing demonstrations when you can, a lot of people do teaching, but there's less of it today. And I think there's less because young people aren't cooking as much, and because they use the internet to get the quick fix. They buy a chicken on the way home, and then they don't open during the trial. I mean, that's probably a 6-page recipe, so they just click on roast chicken. It doesn't matter who's giving them the advice.
We will get to everyone's question, but I had, following up on that, what's happening in the whole world of publishing these days?
It's people are pulling back. There's no question. It's harder to get a first book published than it was 2 or 3 years ago. No, it's tough.
And what about the internet? How does that affect cookbooks?
Well, that's what I think. I think that this is the fundamental reason. Well, partly that people aren't cooking as much, but that rather than buy a cookbook, young people tend to just use a computer to get the fast information. And they're not buying cookbooks.
Are there ways publishers can deal with that, and the way you're dealing with that?
Well, I don't think the publishers really can do it so much except try as hard to get publicity for a book, but that's increasingly hard too. And these author tours are extremely expensive. It has to pay off. So that's why I think perhaps fight it with the same materials, which is getting on the internet in some way. I mean, look at this, you all know about this Julie and Julia blog. And this little 29-year-old brat was having a midlife crisis. Suddenly has this huge following, right on, Julie, keep making them as she works her way through cooking, mastering the art of French cooking in a year. And it was this great stunt. I'm not saying everybody can do that, but I certainly have seen some very good blogs that really are more hand-holding, and you develop a relationship with that person. So I think that's one suggestion. There are no magic